I'm in my new condo here, and look, it looks like I have the sun in here. I mention this only because I'm in my new condo, and I think it's appropriate that I mention that because of the fact that we're about to begin our topics on real estate investments, and this is partly a real estate investment for me. Before I begin my topics on real estate, I think that it's important to distinguish between spending on necessities and spending on investments. There are similarities and there are differences. When we purchase a necessity like food, clothing, shelter, medical expenses, and anything designed to help us survive, we do so with the intent of making our generally difficult lives easier. We don't spend on these items optionally, although we might have options on the levels of quality for all those things that we mentioned. Investment spending is different. When we are fortunate to have excess wealth after we have paid for our necessities of life, there are two things that we can do with it. One is to spend it in ways that please us, namely to spend on luxuries, things that we don't need but provide us with comfort physically, emotionally, and spiritually. We can take vacations, go to concerts and sporting events, or join a nice health club to tend to the physical side of our existence. We can help others by supporting charities. There are never-ending ways to spend our excess wealth if we choose to. But in the interest of security, we might choose to save some of it or all of it. We are all familiar with the expression, save it for a rainy day. Now, if we choose to go down that road of savings, we generally have two goals. One is to preserve our wealth, and the second is to grow it. This all makes the topic of investments interesting, and in fact, this is the purpose of the investment topics in my advice video series, to help you deal with those two goals. I am trying to help you maximize your wealth. However, there is one interesting thing. Although we have choices of spending our earnings on both necessities and various types of investments, there is a hybrid class of spending that contains elements of both. One such example is spending on shelter. Now, if we rent a place for ourselves and our families, that is a necessity thing. We have to live somewhere. So we pay rent for our home and simple basic services that come with it. But there is, of course, another way to satisfy this necessity, and that is to purchase a home to live in with comfort for ourselves and our families. Satisfying the necessity part of the equation is clearly there, but since we have the option of living places that we don't own, there is a difference. The difference is that often people buy homes to live in as an investment in their future to provide security and potential capital growth, which occurs when the market value of the property appreciates. There are times when people will buy a second home as a vacation property, a clear-cut luxury, as that is not a necessity. In addition, people and corporations will buy homes solely as an investment vehicle where the intent is for their investment to provide them with income in the form of rent, as well as the potential for capital appreciation when indeed the value of their property grows. So the choice to become a landlord by renting out space to people to live in or businesses to operate is a very important form of investment. In any case, my main point here is to point out that spending on real estate can be partly for necessity reasons, but also for investment purposes. Thus, I put it in this hybrid class of ways of spending money. It is my intent in this series on real estate investments to address the investment part of the process, to help you understand the class better, so as to help you make the best decisions on to invest in real estate. Many have lots of misconceptions on real estate, and as a result, make awful investment decisions. I am here to help you with that. So now the real estate venture begins. Thank you.